What's up, guys? Tom Bomb NBA here today. I am bringing y'all another Just How Good video. Today, it is on Devin Booker. Honestly, I have a lot to say about this guy. If you have not heard, he just dropped 70 points in a game, which is absolutely ridiculous. You may be watching this video quite a bit after that, but for me, he just dropped 70 points, which is, again, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, fantastic. I'm going to talk about that in the video in a little bit, but before we do get into the video, I just want to say all clips are property of the NBA. Also, a little shout out to my group channel, podcast channel, Swoosh Academy. Go subscribe to them. We do weekly podcasts, or at least we try to do weekly podcasts. It's a group channel between Biohazard 2K and more and bballer underscore 130. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into the video. Also, just a little apology if there's any background noise. Honestly, my family is a very loud family, so. Anyways, just how good is Devin Booker? In this video, I will be talking about Devin Booker's stats, his potential, and how good he is now, as long as how can he make his teammates better or how can he make his team better. So far this season, Devin Booker has been putting up 21.5 points, almost half a block, a steal, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 rebounds. Honestly, I did round that, but still, those are actually very good stats, especially for somebody who is just 20 years old. Yes, 20 years old. Devin Booker is just 20 years old, which is absolutely ridiculous. And if you did not hear recently, he just dropped 70 points in a game. Oh my god, man, when I saw that news, when I watched like the last half of the game, it was absolutely ridiculous. Now, the only fault of that game really was that they were trying to get him as many points as they could. But anyways, Devin Booker has an impressive stat line. Really, 21.5 points per game for a 20-year-old? Like, man, that is unheard of. There are only 6 other players in NBA history that have done that. And his ruthlessness and unforgivingness on the court is just fantastic for the Phoenix Suns. I mean, this guy does not feel bad for other players. He's always aggressive, even for a little white boy. I mean, come on, like, he has a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan mentality offensively, which is a great thing to have. You know, he has similar moves to how they did and similar signature moves as well. The only thing with him is his consistency really isn't the best. I mean, 44% from, 2-point range paint, which, it's alright. It's not going to, stand out to you. 47% from the field. I mean, I would say that's about average, okay? But if this guy, especially considering he's 20, if this guy can improve his field goal percentage while putting up more points per game, he could legitimately be a 30-point per game scorer in his prime. Honestly, I believe he's going to be averaging 25 points per game next year because, look at the leap he took already. He's averaging 8 more points per game than last season. Last season, he put up about 14 points. Now he's putting up 21.5. As well, I mean, he is more consistent overall, from really, not overall a ton, but from 3-point, he has gone up a bit, a little lower from the field, but honestly, if he just keeps on shooting and keeps on improving on those shots, man, he can be really scary in the NBA in his prime. Even a year from now, he already is scary. I mean, what am I talking about? Other shooting guards, I believe Manu Ginobili, Kobe Bryant as well, said that it is super hard to guard him, and he's the hardest shooting guard to guard in the league. I don't know about that quite yet, but I believe he will be soon. Alright, so moving on in terms of Devin Booker's future. Man, this guy has a bright future. As I already said, if he continues to improve his percentages and just goes up in scoring in general, he could be so freaking deadly, guys. I believe he could be a top 3 scorer in the NBA if this continues to happen. Like, if he keeps on making leaps, I don't see why not he could be like a top 10 scorer of all time, or top 15, top 20 scorer of all time. Top 5 for shooting guards. Like, this guy, seriously, even before he scored 70 points, like, he's still so good offensively. So freaking good. I mean, he finds good shots, right? He's like, not the most consistent as of now, but he knows how to create his own shot. He can space the floor for like Eric Bledsoe or Tyler Ulis or whoever, Brandon Knight, whoever is on the floor. He can space, he can get open, okay? Like, this guy is so crafty on offense. Like, seriously, if this improves anymore, which it will, I'm quite sure of it, he will for sure be a 25-point per game scorer for his career, which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. There are very few players who have averaged over 25 points per game for their career. One thing that isn't the greatest about Devin Booker is his defense, okay? I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of 3-point shooters or like really good offensive players aren't the best on defense, especially younger ones like Devin Booker. Although I still think Devin Booker tries on defense. Like, he doesn't have a James Harden mentality on defense. He actually tries. He more reminds me of a like JJ Redick that has a lot more potential. It's just better in general. In JJ Redick, like, he tries on defense, he just isn't the best. And then Devin Booker, he's just a better player in general than JJ, obviously. But yeah, he just kind of reminds me of JJ Redick on defense. He tries, but he's still not the best. But he still has lots of time to improve it. As we know, lots of young players take a long time to improve defensively, sometimes offensively, but especially defensively. Alright, so how Devin Booker makes his team better. Yeah, he's not a playmaker. I'm not going to lie, he isn't. But he spaces the floor, like I said earlier in the video. He's already one of the best floor spacers in the league. He offers that other player on the team to get open more. Like, so, for example, Allen Iverson, when he didn't have anybody else, or James Harden and Russell Westbrook, they don't really have a guy that is just go to create their own shots. I mean, James Harden has like Lou Williams and Eric Gordon, but really, Devin Booker can be that player you can just kick it out to, run some screens, and then he'll pass it to you, or he'll take the good shot, and he will always there to get your point guard or small forward an assist. And this guy, another way he helps his team is clearly just from scoring. I mean, that's how you win the basketball game, is by scoring, getting the ball in the hoop, and that is what Devin Booker does. It is his best talent on the court, and we saw it. They still lost to the Celtics when Devin Booker did score 70 points, which, in my opinion, Devin Booker just doesn't have enough help. Also, considering Eric Bledsoe didn't really play that game. I don't think he played at all. But Devin Booker, man, this guy just helps out his team in so many ways. Although it isn't from playmaking, he can still, find ways to get a nice pass every now and then. I mean, he's still putting up 3 assists per game, which, it's not great, but for a 20-year-old shooting guard, I would say that's average, which average in the NBA is not bad. I'll tell you that right now. Comparing to other great players, I kind of think he could have a career somewhat like Tracy McGrady. I don't know, guys, or maybe Kobe Bryant as well, but I would say like a mix between Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, and Tracy McGrady. Like, just the pure scoring from all 3 of them, really. The shooting from Steph Curry, and the crazy mentality from Kobe Bryant, and partially Tracy McGrady, I would say, too. I don't know too much about him, but definitely from Kobe Bryant. I mean, that just mixed together, in my opinion, is a great. That would form a great player. That would be an all-time great. Um, that's just coming from my opinion. Like, I don't know Devin Booker personally, but when watching his games, he just tends to have a recklessness, and this guy is just unstoppable sometimes. He's one of those players you can just kick it out to, and he'll literally take over the entire game, and only really good players can do that. He can score like 20 points in a quarter any given night, 51 points in a half like he did against the Celtics. Like, really, that is what great offensive players do. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy. I do have a kind of a stuffy nose. But again, thanks for watching. Devin Booker, you're the man. This guy's just great. Honestly, that's all I'm going to say for now. Thanks for watching again. Please be sure to subscribe to my Swoosh Academy channel, the podcast channel that I have with Biohazard, Toucan, Martin, BBaller _130, and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed my video or if you enjoyed multiple of my videos.